may fall down, but you do not stay down.
You gotta be the hardest workers in the room, and don't fuck the opportunity up.
You will get to the point in your lifetime where you have no choice but to fight.
I'm not saying we don't have to go to counseling. I'm not saying we don't grieve. I'm not saying that we don't go through some pain. I'm not saying that we don't cry. This is not that kind of message. What I am saying is that you may fall down, but you do not stay down. You can't. You won't. You come back from anything. You see obstacles as platforms, not problems. And sometimes when you are going through something, there are people in your family that might be going through the same thing. So what God will do is he will use your problem as a platform to elevate himself so that people around you can see him through you and realize they can have victory in their life because of the victory that you're having in yours. Maybe that battle with depression is a platform. Maybe that difficult child is a platform. Maybe God is trying to use it to elevate you so that people can see what he can do in your life. If this is true, then what this means is that when you go through problems, your first reaction to a problem can't be to complain. I'm about to step on a toe, so please put on your shoes. It means that your first reaction to a problem is not to complain, but to rejoice. Problems are actually supposed to make you rejoice. You survive in environments other people drown in. Yes, I know that when the average person goes through that, they break, but not you. Yes, the last 10,000 people who had that experience didn't make it back, but you did, because you survived in environments that other people tend to drown in. You are a believer. Hear me. When the average person goes through problems, they always try to find the closest thing that they can to medicate themselves from the problem. And what the enemy does is he sets you up. He creates a problem in your life. And then once he created the problem in your life, he sends the thing to medicate you during that problem. So yes, the average person, when they go through something, they say, you know what, just go give me some weed. Let me smoke this problem away. Go ahead, give me some alcohol. Let me just go ahead and drink this thing until I can forget. You know what, let me just go ahead and just become a workaholic. I'm just gonna work every single day so I never have to stop and think about what's happening in my life. But not you.
You gotta be the hardest workers in the room, and don't fuck the opportunity up. Instead of telling you what I think you should be doing, or how you could be better, or I thought, well, let me just speak from the heart, speak from my gut, and really not have anything prepared, but just tell you what's worked for me. The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times. I would remember that, and it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid. I am here. So I always remember that. What helps me is to keep the hard times in the front of my mind, because it allows me to go into these big moments that I've worked my ass off, and you guys have worked your ass off. It allows me to go into these big moments with a different perspective. Every day, it's against this fucking wall, but it's up against this motherfucker because it's what I believe in. And when my back is against this motherfucker, then there's nowhere to go but that way. That's it. So every day, my back is up against this motherfucker, and this is how I operate. Now, doesn't mean you don't smile, doesn't mean you don't laugh and joke, right? You're happy, I'm a happy guy. But when it comes to business, and when it comes to executing, it's up against this. And I gotta go that way.
You will get to the point in your lifetime where you have no choice but to fight. I think people give up because they don't believe what they see. It's a saying that coaches say, believe what you see. If it's there, shoot the gap. People don't believe the greatness that's in them because the world created this superstar elite group that's just human, just like us. But when we see them on television, we look at them as higher than us. We look at them in a place where we think we can never get to. And the real reason is most people never get out the stands and get in the game. They stay fans their whole life. So I tell everybody, get out the stands and get in the game. Get in the game of life and leave your mark here. The reason why people are depressed and down is because they're not doing what they love. They're not doing what they love, they're doing what they have to. That's what the workforce and work world do. It steals dreams. It steals them. And the world has become so discombobulated with finances and money that people have to compromise their dreams just to survive. People sit back and wait time and throw their dreams in the trash and go do another man's dream and expect to feel fulfilled when they come home at night. But when you wake up and you live your truth and you work for your gift, even the days you're not paid, you're not gonna feel like you wasted your time because you're doing something that you love. And if I was to die today, I want to die doing something I love. Somebody out there has put a gift down and it's time to pick it back up. That thing that made you happy, made you smile, pick it back up. I promise you, all the pieces will come back together. I tell you, it's a quote I say, get back to the child that laid on your mother's lap. There was the child that dreamed, believed in the world. Sometimes the world can take you away from who you truly are. Life will beat you up and you'll just forget who you are. But get back to that child that laid on your mother's lap and you'll remember who you are. When you're falling, don't pretend like you're not. When you're hurting, don't pretend like you're not. Find people that uplift you, not tear you down. Understand that even your parents can be jealous of you and envious of you. It's a crazy world. But you gotta understand this. We got one life. This is your life, one life. You came out into this world by yourself, you will go back into the dirt by yourself. So why not work to be the greatest version of yourself for yourself?